because I got some. We're gonna have some fun, man. Friday. Do you do a Friday something or other? Go out after work with the dudes?
Nothing scheduled for Fridays. Well, I've scheduled stuff on other days, but Fridays, nothing in particular.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll stop by the bar. There's the usual dudes at our local. Molly McGuire, 65th.
Molly McGuire's. That's your one?
65th and Ballard.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
you'll stop by.
Yeah, a row of stools and a row of fools.
Have I never heard that before?
Hi, and welcome to Seattle's #1 comic book podcast, dedicated to the first issue of your next favorite comics. I'm Larry.
I'm James.
And I've been drinking. Yeah, like we said earlier, we were talking about where we stop, and I stopped over for a beer with the guys. It's a Friday night. James and I are recording on Friday night. We don't usually do that.
Usually go Thursdays. Larry, what did you have to drink?
Rainier.
Rainier, nice.
But
I've been seeing a lot more Rainier hats recently.
No,
like
what you
old school Rainier, like patch on the hat.
No,
type trucker hats. You know what I'm saying?
No, what you've been seeing, James, is Reuben's Brew. Rainier R. They have a similar R. They're green R's, right? It is.
No. I've been seeing red R's. It's like a weird. Like I don't know if they came out with a new line of hats or something.
Okay.
But I've been seeing a bunch of them, and like I even saw this guy. He had like a Rainier jacket, like a denim jacket with a patch on the back. That was probably like a foot by 2 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want that jacket. I'd rock that jacket.
I really wanted it. This guy looked like he'd had it for like 30 years or something.
He was wearing that at the Blue Moon Tavern.
Yeah. He was wearing it. He also had a hat that said concrete.
Concrete. Yeah. Well, I thought I was just about ready to tout how awesome I was and how awesome Amazon was for sending me these brand new cords.
Oh, yeah, cords.
If you listened to last week's episode, I apologize. It was all over the place with some very clickety-clack sounds that I could not help. It was just awful. So I ordered all new cords. They're like these awesome, like the...
No apologies needed, first of all.
Oh, they're top of the line, braided fabrics. These are awesome. They're awesome cords. I was just like, but I just got a little click just now, so now I'm wondering what's going on. Anyhow, we're gonna work through it. This is gonna be
just a little click, just a little hitch in the giddy up. It's just warming up, right?
Yeah. So I had a couple beers at the with the guys, and then I got home and I was like, oh, I'm getting ready for the show, and there was no beer in the fridge, so I went to.
Oh no, Larry!
I know. So I went to the store, and I saw my wife at the store, and she bought me a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
You saw your wife at the store?
Yeah, she
happened to be there too.
She happened to be at the store getting stuff for dinner.
She could have saved a trip.
Yeah.
That's funny. PBR. Yeah. PBR is almost like in my mind, the rival of Rainier. Because those are the two that I kind of debate between at that level.
Yeah, that price point, you're just like, oh, there's not much difference either. All right, we're getting off track.
I used to actually live a block away from the Pabst mansion in Milwaukee.
Wow.
The Pabst family founded PBR. They have a mansion. It was a block away from where I lived.
Did you ever read the book Devil in the White City? Which is it's all about the Chicago World's Fair. I want to say 18 something or other. And that is the World's Fair where Pabst beer got its blue ribbon. And that's why it's called Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's such a good... I've never heard that.
It was a great book.
They won the blue ribbon at the World's Fair?
In Chicago. I bet you 1844 is when it happened.
They're still coasting off it.
All right, so let's jump into this issue 80, or episode 83. This is big time. James, how many times did you read Satellite Sam?
I read it twice, to be honest.
I read it twice, just again.
Actually, I read it once and a half, probably.
Yeah, I read it twice and a half. So I had read it before, and I knew that I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
think I like it.
I knew that I liked it, but I was like, after we read it, and I sent you that text, I was like, wow, this is wordy.
There are a lot of words.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's not like it's super paragraphy, but like there's a lot of words.
Yeah, we'll get into it. So this week we're talking about Satellite Sam, written by Matt Fraction with art by Howard Chaykin. But before we do that,
is it the third Thursday? No, I'm just kidding. Is it? I just made the thing up.
It's the
third Friday.
It's the third Friday of the month. No, we're going to talk
time for some recent and decent. Larry, do you got any good ones for us?
Well, I did not read a whole lot of comics this week. Instead,
you only drank a little, or had a little.
I read quite a few comics.
You didn't read a whole lot. You just read quite a few.
I bought a lot too. I won't go there. But what occupied a lot of my time this week was a novel called.
A graphic novel?
An actual novel with words and no pictures. Written by Ernest Cline and published by Broadway Books from New York. This is Ready Player One. Have you read it, James?
I've never even heard of it.
It is... Steven Spielberg's going to make a big old bunch of money more in the movie that's going to be released sometime...
I was worried he was running out.
Like sometime around Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
It is the coolest. I am a child of the 80s, so I really gravitate towards this. But the story is of a distant future.
All right.
And everybody's living in, like, it's just awful living conditions.
So, wait, like, when... Oh, no, sorry. It was written recently, though?
Yeah, if you open up your Amazon browser, it's there.
It could be advertised on the Kindle kind of thing.
Exactly. And it's an easy read. It's a little on the young adult side, but
I love young adult novels.
It is fantastic. I haven't made it through it yet, so I'm saying it's fantastic. It will be fantastic, I'm sure, when I finish it. But I've gotten about a quarter of the way through it. What's it, like 35% is what my Kindle said. And the story is a bazillionaire who has invented this game that everybody plays in called the Oasis.
Did you know a bazillion isn't a real number?
No. This guy's a bazillionaire. He has to be. Anyhow, he invented this game that everybody lives in and plays this, or everybody plays this game called Oasis. And he dies. And he leaves all his fortune
the winner
to somebody who can find and open up the lost treasure inside of Oasis, this video game. But now he peppers all of this, all of the clues, all of his life around 80s pop culture.
Oh, nice.
And the best part about this book, I had so much fun with this. I'm having so much fun with this, is each chapter has footnotes on everything that I know about.
I love footnotes.
Footnotes about Pac-Man. Footnotes about Full House. It's footnotes after footnotes of things that like are so common knowledge to anybody from the 80s.
But you gotta expose the youth.
Yeah, so it's written really like
watching a movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm probably going to finish it tonight.
It's called Player One.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. It's a good title.
Recent and decent.
Check it out.
Check it out.
All right, so should we dive in?
This one is a good book, right, James? Well, we'll get into it. We'll see. We'll see. James, give us the setup.
All right. Well, actually, I like to start on the cover. It's a pretty good cover. I like this cover because it shows you what is going. Like, it doesn't tell you what's going on, but it tells you what the comic's about. So we have like an astronaut guy with his head blown off. We have like the legs of a sexy lady holding a smoking gun. And what I like about this is it shows we got violence, we got sex, we got space.
Sex, death, live TV, New York, 1951.
Yeah, so I guess he does have some kind of weird antenna on his helmet, so maybe that could be a clue. But yeah, we find out that it's actually, I don't know how soon we find out that it's TV.
Yeah, the cover doesn't give you TV, right? I spoiled it. I buried the. I spoiled the lead. So
but actually, that was kind of the first thing I wanted to talk with you about because I wasn't sure. There is a very early reveal, and it's that the control room where we open up is a TV control room instead of like a space control room, and so like they kind of leave it ambiguous for maybe. I wasn't even really sure. This is what I want to ask you. They leave it ambiguous, like, oh, maybe he's talking about real space and they're in mission control, but then it's a control room for a TV show. When did you pick that up?
Boy, when did I pick it up? I didn't catch it right off the bat. I was befuddled for most of this book.
Yeah, so like I wasn't sure if it was me or like how much of it was intentional. Because like it's definitely a good twist to be like, oh, I think they're talking about space. Oh, wait, it's a TV show about space, like that pull out. But there wasn't. Maybe I missed the moment. Like usually it's like a panel where all of a sudden you see like TV cameras, and we do have that. But I think you're supposed to figure it out earlier than that.
I mean, well, this is the silly part that I did not see until the third reading. Mm-hmm. Is the title page, Satellite Sam, the big fade out. There's a Zenith television,
Zenith TV.
And it's 3:45. You've dialed up Le Monde. Then it must be time for Satellite Light Sam.
Right after this important messages from our sponsors. Yeah, that's a big clue.
That's a big clue. I didn't pick it up.
And that's the title of the issue. So you're right. But even still, so then maybe we're supposed to know right away, but then that's not even but then there's no point of the reveal.
Right, there's just so much talking. There's some back and forth, and I maybe might have had like some clues where so there's just there's a lot of back and forth of talking heads, mm-hmm. talking about time fading, what's going to happen, where is this guy, something's
big,
happening,
like, time crunch, pressure situation. We're going on in whatever T-minus.
Yeah, we got 90 seconds. We got 70 seconds.
Drama. It's kind of like 30 Rock, or it's like what is it? The Dick Van Dyke Show, or
yeah, you've seen this before, but you're right, You're right, James. Like this is like, are they launching rockets?
Mm-hmm.
Are they talking to spacemen? Where is, like, there's drama. Everybody's intense. Everybody's smoking.
Yeah, I would say it's not a comedy.
No, but there's elements of some comedy.
There's some elements of comedy, but like it's not like it's 30 Rock.
No, not at all.
This is like there was like that show like 60 Rock or something that it was like the serious one.
Yeah,
it came out like right at the same time as 30 Rock.
Oh, what was that? Sunset Strip, 60 Rock, Sunset Strip or something like that. It was like a television show, the intensity of a TV show. And